The Bears beat the Packers, the Bulls won, the Hawks won, and the Cubs spent some money. Saturday, January 10th, 2026 might be the most un-Chicago sports day of my lifetime. The Bears game probably had you experience just about every human emotion possible. You hate those Swiss cheese fuckers up north, talking all that shit during the week leading up to the game.
We are not going to be done, so I will see you guys next week.
You're frustrated seeing Ben Johnson apparently forgetting that you can punt the ball on fourth down every now and then. You feel disheartened going into halftime down 18 points. But deep down, there is a glimmer of hope. We've seen this team, this coach, and this quarterback pull this off before. Against this same team, just a few weeks ago. Of course, with that comes doubt, at least for me. I'm thinking at halftime, fuck, they look like garbage. And while I'm fully aware of how they won the majority of their games this season, I will also admit that I had a hard time believing that they had just one more left in them. Slowly but surely, though, the comeback was in effect. The Packers began to unravel. Their kicker choked more than once, and Matt LaFleur and his Rudy Poo goatee may have coached himself out of Green Bay. The Bears D grinded and did not quit, and that's what I love about this team. All year long, both sides of the ball played and gutted it out for the duration of the game. That's a sign of leadership from the coaches to the veterans on this squad. It's something that's been missing from this team on a consistent basis for a long-ass time. And while this was going on, the crowd at Soldier Field began to swell. By all accounts, the stadium shook at one point. Chicago was here for this shit. We've been hungry for a playoff win. We've been tired of being Green Bay's bitch. We finally got the right coach and quarterback. And that crowd was going to play a factor in the outcome and give Green Bay a nice fuck you in the process. That was special. Not just for the fans there, but for the team and the city. For a mass gathering of people rooting for their team and making the impact that they did means something. Chicago's been waiting for the Bears to get their shit together for fucking decades now. Years and years of frustration, hopelessness, anger, and mockery came to a head on Saturday night. Those people at Soldier Field were not going to let Green Bay off that easy. And neither was Caleb Williams. This guy has delivered this year. He hadn't been perfect. He's done some shit that makes you want to strangle him sometimes, but the true Bears fans know that he's got something. We also knew that the guy to get it out of him was Ben Johnson. And if you're being honest with yourself, I think you were hoping for major steps taken by Caleb this year. Eberflus basically had a winning lotto ticket in his hand and somehow found a way to wipe his ass with it. Caleb's rookie year was chaos. This year was the correction with the revamped offensive line and a coach that we were praying would somehow know what to do with him. Now, did you honestly expect Caleb Williams to earn the Iceman moniker this year? I didn't, but this guy just finds a way. And he cemented himself in Chicago lore with that throw to Roma Dunze to keep the season alive. The Chicago Bears may not win or even get to the Super Bowl this year, and that's okay. Sure, we want them to go and win it all, but this team has a chance to become a dynasty very, very soon. And fuck Green Bay.
Hey, Gator don't play no shit. You feel me? Gator never been about that. Never been about playing no shit.
Now, during the game, word broke that the Cubs got frisky and did something that only the big boys do. Tom Ricketts gave Jed Hoyer permission to pick something out from somewhere other than the Dollar Tree.
Look, I'm wearing a belt. I got big boy pants on.
For once, in a long time at least, Chicago wasn't watching other cities get better while we argued about payroll. Alex Bregman is now a Chicago Cub. He wanted to be a Chicago Cub last season, apparently, but Tommy's on a tight budget, because the Cubs don't bring in any revenue, so Bregman had to slum it out in Boston for a year. But now he's in Chicago, and this move makes the Cubbies a very intriguing team, especially if they don't do anything stupid like trade Nico Horner or Matt Shaw. But this is a happy, positive video, so I'll leave how the Cubs can find a way to fuck this up for another time. All in all, this ended up being a historic day for Chicago sports fans. It was a night of celebration and hopefully a sign of things to come. The Bears are for real, and they can be great for a long time. The Cubs are showing that they're not messing around, at least for now. The Bulls won. Hopefully they're on the upswing. The Blackhawks are probably another year or two away from recapturing some of that old glory. And the White Sox, who were left out of all the fun on Saturday night, actually may have the brightest future out of all of them. It really is an exciting time to be a Chicago sports fan. Now, if this city stays patient and these teams don't screw it up, we might finally be entering something special. And if you've been waiting decades for this like I have, you already know why Saturday night, January 10th, 2026 mattered.
The Bears are who we thought they were. And that's why we took the damn field. Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass.
And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.